Good morning. We're about halfway through lesson 24. So let's continue. We are solving word problems about money today. So let's read the problem and see what we need to do to solve it. Liam had a $100 bill. Cain had two $20 bills and one $5 bill. Cain got more bills for his birthday. Then he had the same amount of money as Liam. How much money did Cain get for his birthday? Okay, so what is this problem? What does it want us to do? What is it asking? Okay, yes, the question, it wants to know how much money did Cain get for his birthday? Okay, that's what we are trying to figure out. That is what we have to solve for. So we need to go back and look at the information we have. Now they're going to show you using a tape diagram and a bar model how to solve this problem. School's over. Okay, so the information I know. So I know that Liam has a $100 bill. Okay, this is Liam. I know Cain here had two $20 bills and one $5 bill. And then I also know that Cain got more bills for his birthday, which gave him the same amount as Liam. So let's look at the first model it. How does the tape diagram relate to step 1 of the problem? So let's look here at step 1. It says Cain had two $20 bills and one $5 bill. So the tape diagram shows right here that, okay, that's one of his 20s, that's his second 20, because he has two of them, and then he has one $5 bill. So they listed the bills that Cain has at this time. Okay, step 2. Cain got some more bills. Then he had 100. And how do I know he had 100? Because it says that he has the same amount of money as Liam, and we know that Liam had 100. So now they're going to use the bar model to figure out how much money he received. So the first thing I have to do is figure out what 20 plus 20 plus 5 is. And when they added 20, 20, 40, 5, they put it here, 45. Now the total amount Cain has now is $100. Okay, he started with $45. Now I need to figure this part out. How much did he get? So I'm going to add 45 plus some unknown number, which equals 100. Okay, in the bar model here, why is 100 the whole? Correct, yes. It is because that is the total amount that Cain has. And so we're trying to solve how much he received. Okay, so let's look at the second model. Oh, do you remember these? Number lines. Some of you got really good at number lines, and I know some of you, these were not your favorite way to solve. Okay, so let's look at the second model. It uses an open number line to solve the problem. So we're going to kind of re-go through the problem again. So step 1's the same. Cain had two $20 bills and one $5 bill. So they started at 0. They jumped 20 and another 20, which gave them 40. And then he had a $5 bill, so we're going to jump 5 to 45. And that's another way to add it up. Now Cain got some more bills than he had 100. So now we're going to start at 45 because that's what we have here. And now I need to figure out how much I need to jump to get to 100. How are both modulets on this page alike? Okay, so they break it down. They start with step 1, figuring out how much money Cain had to start with. Here they use the tape, and down here they use the open number line. And then step 2 is the same. They show that he now has $100. He started with 45. And that's the same thing it shows in our number line. He now has 100. He started at 45. And in both places, we need to figure out what he got for his birthday. We're on page 224. So let's go on to 225. Okay, so we're going to use the models to solve the problem. So what do you find in step 1? So if you look back at step 1, we were finding how much money Cain had to start with. Okay? How much money Cain had to start. Okay, that is our first step. Counting up how much money he had to begin with. And we're going to write the addition problem for step 1, which if we look at our previous page, they kind of already wrote it for us. We're just going to add in the pluses. And so if you see here, they put 20. So we're going to put 20. We have plus. And then another 20 plus, and then we have the 5 here. Oops. 5, which equaled, right here, 45. Okay? So we solved step 1 of the problem. 8, how much money did Cain have after his birthday? Now we got to solve. Okay? So after his birthday, he had 100. Now we can't just stop there. We have to tell, how do we know? Okay, it said he had the same amount as Liam. And Liam has $100. Okay? So the problem told us how much he had. 9, what do you find in step 2? So if we go back here and look at step 2, page 224, we start with our total amount of 100. Then we know he had 45, and now I need to know the other part. So in step 2, we are going to find out how much money Cain got for his birthday. And now we're going to write a subtraction equation for step 2. So I'm going to go back to my model problem. So I'm doing subtraction because I don't know what the middle amount here is. So I have to subtract to find out what answer goes here. So I have to write my largest number in front. Remember, we can't put the small number in front because we are taking away. So I have 100 minus 45 equals, and now I have to solve it. I can't just put my question mark. I'm going to have to put the actual answer. So how do I solve this? Well, I'm going to count on using a number line because I find that to be the easiest. So I'm going to draw my little number line here. I'm going to start at 45. I'm going to jump 5, oops, because that will give me 50. And I know if I have 50, then I need 50 more to get to 100. So the total I have is 50 and 5, which is 55. Oops, you didn't say none of that. Okay, so he got $55 for his birthday. So it just says how much money did Ken get for his birthday. He got $55. And now I want you to draw a set of bills that he could have received. And remember, like we did the coins, there are many different possible combinations he could have received. He could have just gotten one $50 bill and a $5 bill. Or maybe he got 5 $10 bills and a $5 bill. It depends on how many people gave him money. So I'm going to draw that he got a $20 bill, and I'm going to do 10, which makes it 30, another 10, which makes 40, one more 10, makes 50, and then a $5 bill. So then I have 20, 30, 40, 55. Okay, now you're going to try a problem on your own, number 12. And you're going to pause while you work it out on your own, and when you think you've got it, come back to see if you were right. Okay, number 12, Izzy has 2 $10 bills and 3 $5 bills. Matt has 2 $5 bills and a $20 bill. Who has more money? How much more? Show your work. So that is a 2-part question. Go ahead and pause and take some time to figure it out. Hey, welcome back. All right, let's go ahead and solve this problem. So the first thing I need to know is, well, how much money they each have. So I'm going to put an I for Izzy here. Okay, so Izzy, she has 2 $10 bills, so that makes $20 right here, and 3 $5 bills. So if I'm counting by fives, and I have 3, I'm going to count 5, 10, 15. So 15. Okay, so when I put 20 plus 15, so that's 20, 35. So Izzy has $35. Now I'm going to put an M for Matt here. Matt has 2 $5 bills. So if I'm counting by fives 2 times, that's 5, 10. So I'm going to put $10 and a $20 bill. So I'm going to move this closer to my 10. So plus a $20 bill. So that's 20, 30. So Matt has $30. Now I can answer question 1. Who has more money? Okay. So I'm going to kind of do a little circle around here. So Izzy has more money. Okay, because she has 35 and he has 30. Our second question, how much more? Well, how much more does she have? She has $5 more. Okay, and it says to show your work, which we did up here. We wrote out our problem and our answer. All right, y'all have a good afternoon. If you want some more practice, you can turn to page 247 and 248 in your practice book. Have a good afternoon.